I do have some news, and it's not shocking to me what's going to happen for Baylor women's basketball now. Aijha Blackwell put this on the following on Twitter and Instagram. Baylor family, I want to thank you immediately, welcome me into the Baylor family. Although this year didn't go as planned because of my injury, I am grateful to have had the support and encouraging words from you guys all year. You have made this process easier than I expected. I want to thank the Baylor medical staff for their exceptional care of my injury. I also want to thank my teammates and coaches again for the support of my decision to sit out this season. It wasn't an easy decision to make, but one that I thought was reasonable for my physical and mental health. With that being said, I don't want my time in Waco to be over. So I've decided to return for another year at Baylor. So I knew that she would come back. She only played in 8 games this year and 95 minutes overall. But I will say, when she played when she was fully healthy, she was a force to be reckoned with. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you about that. And she was a double machine at Missouri the year before. And I'm going to go over the stats. I know this year in only 8 games played, which granted she did try to come back. Some like 7.5 points per game, 4.4 rebounds per game, 1.5 turnovers per game, 1.6 fouls per game. 68.2% at the free throw line on 22 attempts and 1 for 4 on threes. But I will say this. The year before, 15.4 points per game, 13 rebounds per game, 1 steal per game, 2.9 turnovers per game, 2.6 fouls per game, 67.8% from the free throw line, 33.8% from 3 on 77 attempts, which is 26 makes to be exact. So I knew that this was coming. And when you look at the games that she played, I mean, like when she was healthy, I mean, that was up to the first 2 games, because that SMU game she got hurt. She had to wait a whole month to play, and she had 11 points on 7 rebounds in that game, but she was rusty, and she tried to play against Arizona 7 minutes, 2 points and 2 rebounds. She tried to play against West Virginia, 2 points and 3 rebounds, 1 assist and 2 turnovers. But that's besides some of the other stats in there. I'm just naming that right now. The last game she played was against Texas at home. She only played 1 minute after that. Nope. But against Lamar, I know she didn't have a double-double, but she had 17 points in 24 minutes on 4 rebounds and 3 turnovers. 4 for 7 on the free throw line, 1 for 2 on threes, and 2 fouls. While in that last healthy game she really played before that SMU during the game situation, she had 23 points and 11 rebounds, 1 block, 1 turnover, 3 for 5 at the free throw line, and 4 fouls. So, yeah. As you could tell, she could play up to that game against Incarnate Word in terms of what she could do. So, and we know Jaden Owens will be back. We know Dre Edwards will be back. The only 3 players we're losing are Caitlin Bickle, who's declared to the WNBA draft, and signed an agent, and she's going to go to the WNBA draft, trying to be drafted, and I already knew she was going to be gone. Jamie Asbury's gone, and Kendra Gillespie's to the transfer portal. We'll have to wait and see if there's any other players leaving or coming in. And I expect some coming in. I mean, besides one other freshman, and that's Leticia Vascolones. So we already are, assuming nobody else leaves, 11 players. We have 4 scholarships remaining. I would say they're going to get a center with height and a guard or 2 that's similar to Asbury, if not taller, except taller. So that's just an FYI. So this team All they need is to tweak this roster a little bit, and they're going to be a Sweet 16 team. Then I would even say this year, if they had Aijha Blackwell healthy, this team could have won the Big 12. Or even Dre Edwards clear to play. They would have won the Big 12. Even with both of them, if Dre was able to play and Aijha was healthy, they were going to be a 2 or 3 seed, not a 7. They would have been better than a 7. I mean, we had a handful of games this year that were competitive. I mean, first of all, the Maryland game at home only lost by 5. Michigan game at neutral site, yes, it was a 9-point loss, but it was a lot closer than 9 points. Let's just be clear. Of course, Arizona doesn't make a difference. We lost by 21. Of course, Oklahoma State, and Kansas State, we lost pretty handily. But the Oklahoma State game at home, if we would have one of those two, maybe. Texas, if we had a healthy Aijha Blackwell and Dre Edwards, I think we might have won that game. That was a 13-point difference. I mean, the Oklahoma game at home, the Iowa State game at home. Forget Kansas State and Oklahoma State on the road, like I said before. So, and maybe the Iowa State game in the Big 12 tournament. So, that's just a handful of games that, or just some games to name, that were closer. Arizona, I'm not going to say we were going to win that game. Same thing goes for Kansas State or even Oklahoma State on the road. That's the deal. We lost by 20 or more. I don't know how much of a difference that would have made. But maybe it would have flipped, but I wouldn't think so. But still, it just shows with both of those, we would have been a lot better. And I expect this team, without any other additions, right now to be a Sweet 16 team. I'm saying that right now. Of course, if they tweak the roster just right, they're going to make it a Sweet 16. They're going to. And we'll have to see on the schedule for next year and if anybody else is leaving and who else is going to come in. Because I'm going to expect there's going to be transfers coming in. Anyways, I would just want to spread this good news of Aijha Blackwell coming back. And we all knew that this was coming. Because the truth is, why would she go to the WNBA draft when she's not even projected to be there right now? So, like this content, like and subscribe, and see you guys later. 5 subscribers, we're on the road to it. Let's go.